So the question that I am going to handle is, a contractor has to finish a road in 200 days. He employed 140 workers for 60 days and gets 1/4 of work done. Find the additional number of workers to be employed to complete the work in given time. So this is the question. This can be classified as a time and work question. This can be classified as a time and work question. This can also be work done problem. See, first of all, whenever you get questions like this, you will have to go about the units of work. Unit of work. Unit of work will always be man into days is man days. Woman into days is woman days. Machine into days will be machine days. See, man into days. Man into days is man days. Your unit of work is always man days. It will be always in terms of man days, woman days, machine days like this. Supposing only women are employed, so woman into days will be woman days like that. Will be woman days. Supposing only machine are employed or machine are used, so machine into days. It will be machine into days. Will be machine days. Will be machine days. Will be machine days. These are all units of work. So I can tell whenever you see some strike taking place, they say this much of a man days is required. So many people have gone on strike for 1 day, that much man days is lost. That's how do it. Similarly, machine days like this. Supposing I'm using 10 machines for 2 days, so I require 20 machine days to complete the job. I require 20 machine days to complete the job. In case I got only 2 machines, I will have to work for 10 days. In case I have to have only 2 machines, I will have to work for 10 days. In case I have only 1 machine, I will have to work for 20 days. In case I have only 4 machines, I will have to work for 5 days, like this. So all your work days, work done will all be in terms of man days, woman days, machine days like that. So here you have to find out the number of man days required to do the job. Here you have to find out the number of man days required to do the job. And what it says is he is doing only 1/4 of the work. And whenever a group of people are working, it is to be presumed that each one does the same amount of work daily. It is to be presumed that each one does the same amount of work daily. You cannot say A does this much work, B will do this much work. No, everyone do the equal amount of work. So here you have to find the number of man days required to do the job. What it says is 140 workers. So it will be 140 workers. They are working for 60 days. So 140 workers, they are working for 60 days. So this will be equal to 8,400 man days, we call it. I call it as man days. 8,400 man days. So 8,400 man days is the amount of work done, and that work done is given as 1/4 of the work is being done. So the total work will be 8,400. 8,400 into 4 will be the total work to be done. So this will be 33,600 is the total man days. Total man days required is 33,600. Total man days required is 33,600. So now out of this 33,600, 8,400 is already over. Out of this 33,600, 8,400 is already over. So minus 8,400 work is still remaining. Minus 8,400 work is still remaining. So this will be 200 and this will be 25. So 25,200 of man days is still remaining. 25,200 man days is still remaining. So what will happen is already 60 days work is over. Already 60 days work is over. Out of 200 days I can have only 140, because out of 260 has gone means only 140 will be left. So 200 minus 60, 140 days is remaining. 140 days is remaining. And what they say is additional workers are required. So we'll make it as 140 plus X. So this into this should be equal to 25,200. This into this will be equal to 25,200. Now this will get cut, this 0 will get cut, this 14 you can cut it. So this will be 180. When you cut it with 14, so it will be 180. Now what happens is 140 plus X will be equal to 180, or X will be equal to 40. So the answer is 40 extra workers are required to complete the work in remaining total work in 200 days or remaining work in 140 days. 140 extra work, 140 will already be there, plus 40 is required. The answer is 40 workers are required to do the job. The easier way of doing it is, See, I just to explain it, I convert this into man days. The easier work of doing it is, see, 140 workers are there. They work for 60 days. I have written as 8,400 days. Instead of that, because they say 1/4 of the work is required, work is completed. So I will make it as 1/4 of W. 1/4 of W. This is nothing but the man days. 1/4 of W. Now what is remaining is 3/4 of the work is remaining. 3/4 of the work is remaining. The number of days remaining is 140, and I want additional workers 140 plus X. Now I got two equations. The unwanted variable is W. So divide right hand side by right hand side, left hand side by left hand side. This W will get cancelled. 4 will get cancelled. This 140 will get cancelled. 3 into 60 will be equal to 140 plus X. X will be equal to 40. So this is the easier way of doing it. Once you understand what is exactly happening here, this is the easier way of doing it. Just a fraction of a second you can get your answer. Try to do it. First is understand the question, then try to do it, and then try to find out your own method of doing it faster. Subscribe to this channel. I will be adding questions every now and then.